This is part 5 to the Siren Saga. TikTok, this is for entertainment and educational purposes only. This is clearly just a movie review. Don't get your panties in a wad. So Luke has reluctantly told Captain Burgess what is going on with him with his symptoms. And he finds him about an hour later and tells Luke that, hey, you need to go up on your dosage. Now, you're just a captain of a boat catching fish creatures that are kind of like us. So how do you know to go up on the dosage unless you've talked to the lab? At this point, he's not going to have enough to last 3 more months until they go back to this black op facility lab type thing. So Luke, Landon, and Travis all make this plan that they're going to try to break into Burgess's office to find out more or less what they're dealing with him in general, and try to find out what all's in there, if there's a client list, exactly what they are dealing with, because they already know that some of these people were high profile. And even he said in the email that we would know who they are. At this point, they're still fishing off the coast of Maine at these like set of 12 or 13 different little islands. And Captain Burgess goes to restock all of their food and things like that. But he takes one of the older members of the other crew, the more sinister people that we were talking about, more sinister. The whole thing's sinister, but these particular crew members just so happen to be, like, for instance, when Luke, Landon, and Travis are sitting down eating dinner, they're off to themselves. It's everybody else, and then there's these 3. And before, Landon had come from the Midwest to work with his cousin Travis, and he didn't even know it wasn't his charter yet. It was just Luke and Travis. So Landon goes over to the captain's quarters and is looking at the door and realizes it's locked. You know, he's going to lock it every time he leaves, obviously, because there's some shit in there that he doesn't want everyone else to know about. Privacy and whatnot. So they realize at this point that they're going to have to attempt to get into this cabin while he's on board. Burgess and the sketchy dude come back, and they're back to normal fishing and catching lobster and whatnot. And Travis and Landon tell Luke, look, you already are sick, dude. Go back to the cabin and go and check to see if that fucking door is unlocked. So he does. He tells Burgess and everybody, I'm sick. And of course, Burgess wants to attend to him because he knows what the fuck is going on with Luke. Anyway, he allows it, and Luke knows he only has a certain amount of time, like a fragment of time, to go and get in if it's unlocked. Well, just so happens that it is unlocked. He goes back there. There are 2 filing cabinets, okay? The kind that have the lock at the top, but the bottom drawers are open, and a laptop. But he can't get in the laptop because it's password protected, and this is getting kind of long, so I'll do part 6 shortly, if this will even load. Last time it wouldn't. They're silent to me.